So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where we are delighted to say once again, it's race week! Woo! The summer break is finally at an end, and we go racing once again in Zandvoort. First of all, before we move on to the race predictions and previews and everything, let's talk about the news. Felipe Massa. Need I say more?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
for
yes,
those who
Ben
haven't
wasn't paying
seen,
attention.
Yeah.
for those who haven't seen,
I don't know.
Basically, Crashgate obviously happened in 2008, which was race manipulation. We all know that. Felipe Massa is claiming that the FIA were aware of it before 2009 and therefore should have taken action on it, and it would have affected the result of the World Drivers' Championship 2008.
But he DNF'd out of Singapore, didn't he?
I was going to say what is he trying to accomplish with this? Because the fuel hose.
Yeah.
He didn't score points, but Lewis did.
So, by disqualifying, let's just go down the logical route of if they're aware of Crashgate, you would disqualify Fernando. That would just move Lewis higher up the order and give him more points.
I think what he was saying is because the race was manipulated, the entire race would be voided.
You
So
can't be
no
doing that.
one would
Yeah, but
get
it's
any
not-
points.
It's not McLaren's fault that Renault manipulated the race. It's Renault's fault. So Renault should play the penalty.
Yeah, so both they should just.
I'm not saying that Felipe should benefit from it. I'm just saying what his point would be.
I think he's gone about it all wrong, to be honest.
There may be some obscure FIA regulation that backs him up, that if it was manipulated, it gets cancelled. But I don't really know, to be honest. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't think he is trying to get the championship overturned, however. He's just suing the FIA.
Oh, that's fair enough then. Take their money.
I mean,
yeah, that's fine.
Is he that desperate for it?
I doubt it, but
on,
I respect anyone to take money off the FIA.
But yeah,
anyone taking money off big corporate.
Yeah, I don't think he is trying to push for the championship to be overturned.
I was going to say, because if he is, that's a dangerous precedent we're setting at this point in time.
If that happens, Abu Dhabi 2021 would absolutely be brought back up.
Exactly.
I mean, Lewis would go from an 8-time champion to a 6-time champion.
And then back to a 7-time champion.
Yeah, that's a tough week.
But
yeah, he wouldn't.
It's not even like obviously with most of the fan base, it would be Abu Dhabi 2021 because that lives in the recent memory. But then you'd go back and you've got all of the Senna Prost controversies, the Schumachers, and it's like you don't want to open that can of worms. What's done is done. Let it die.
That's why the FIA regulation exists, that once the trophies have been awarded, the championship is set. It's done. Nothing will be changed.
Imagine if they did do that, though.
I mean, because everything's like engraved on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to go back and unengrave Schumacher out of a trophy and then re-engrave?
I think at that point, they would just get a new trophy. Yeah, Schumacher would become like a 3-time world champion.
Well, he won what?
Senna would be like a 1-time champion.
Yeah.
Prost would suddenly become a 6-time champion.
Lewis would lose 2008, but probably get 2021 back, so he'd probably stay at 7. It would be
that's a video in its own right, isn't it? Bloody hell.
Max would lose a world championship, so he'd go down to 1.
Yeah, but he's already got this one in the bag, so he's already back up to 2.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Take them
Thank
on off
God.
Rosberg, just because why not?
Just for the giggles.
Yeah.
I'll allow the money.
No, because
like,
he done double
any
points in the
championship.
last race. There you go. That's the reason. Take that off. Fine.
Sue Bernie Eccleston.
Yeah.
Spain 2016 was clearly race rigging by Rosberg, just to disqualify him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Lewis up to 8 now, guys. We're doing it. There we go. But yes, so that was the big news. And Théo Pourchaire will be getting a free practice session later in the season. Not really
Did they say which
surprising.
race?
No, they haven't said which one.
Okay, fine.
Not really.
Vesty.
I'll have a guess. Abu Dhabi.
I don't know, because Fred Vesti's going to Circuit of the Americas for his. So. And remember, they got to do 2, haven't they? So.
But it depends whether it counts as their rookie test, because Pourchaire has tested before.
Yeah, but the stipulation the FIA put out for rookies is that they have 3 or fewer race starts. So
when
as long as he never actually races in Formula One, he can rookie test until he's Fernando Alonso's age. You know,
that young upstart rookie Fernando Alonso.
When's the break in F2? Is it Monza to
Abu Dhabi? Yeah.
So if you were Alpha, would you not just stick Théo in between one of them races, like at America or whatever? See how it does, to then see for next year.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty much against Zhou. Because Zhou's not got a contract for next year yet, has he?
No. But I don't think Bottas does either.
I think Bottas. I think it's his last year next year.
Okay.
Bottas has a contract until the end of 2025.
Oh.
So he's still got 2 years.
Yeah.
Bottas with that good contract.
Contracts expiring at the end of this year are Lewis Hamilton.
He'll sign a new 1-year deal.
Zhou Guanyu, Daniel Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, Alex Albon, Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen. That's all of them.
See, America, shove Pete. What's that? Pourchaire in Valtteri's seat, and let him go head to head against Zhou and say, "There you go, winner takes all."
Yeah, well, they've got to do one in each side of the garage, so
yeah,
there'll be one where it'll be against Zhou, and they'll have one where he's against Bottas. So
they don't want to do it Alpine and let him sit out a year, and then suddenly he's at Haas or whatever.
Yeah, true. Very true.
It is my understanding that Alfa Romeo has put out a statement saying that I will test for them this season. This is not true.
Yeah.
That would be unreal if that happened again somehow.
I'd be really confused at why Pourchaire doesn't want to do a test for Alfa Romeo, but
right, I've got speaking of Alfa Romeo, we can segue nicely onto the last 3 teams of the midway season comparison team up stat thing that we've been doing.
Oh, Trumps.
Oh, yeah. Right, now, I love the fact that for the teams at the bottom of the table, it's not podiums. So last week it was...
Is it top 10s?
It was race qualifying points, and then podiums, then best race finish, highest grid position, DNFs. Now it's race qualifying points finishes, best race finish, highest grid position, DNFs. Nice.
Cool.
Subtle change.
If they put Nick De Vries in the AlphaTauri one as well.
They just haven't done an AlphaTauri one.
Oh.
So
they're that bad. They haven't even bothered. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't compare him to a guy that's not there anymore, can you? So, right. But we're kicking off with Alfa Romeo. Obviously, Bottas versus Zhou. The race. Valtteri Bottas is winning 8-4. It's the same score in qualifying. It's very close in points. Valtteri Bottas has 5. Zhou has 4. They both have 2 points finishes. Bottas has a best race finish of 8th and Zhou has 9th. And Bottas's highest grid position is 7th and Zhou's is 5th. And neither of them has DNF'd, which is quite impressive.
Oh, he went backwards off the start, didn't he, at Hungary?
Then we have the Haas duo.
Woo! Haas.
In the race, it is a 6-all tie.
Ooh.
But in qualifying, Hulkenberg is winning 9-3. Hulkenberg has 9 points to Kevin's 2, but only has 1 points finish to Kevin's 2. Hulkenberg's best race finish was 7th, and Kevin's was 10th. And Hulkenberg's highest grid position was 5th. Kevin was 4th. And Hulk has had 1 DNF, and K-Mag has had 2.
It's weird how they include like the sprint for points and nothing else. So he's got 9 points from one race. One race.
From one top 10 finish in 7th.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I'm like, 7th doesn't give out 9 points.
Yeah, it was. I did kind of go, hang on a minute, what? And then, sprint.
F1 sprint.
Yeah, just put the sprint in there. Just makes
Yeah.
life easier for everyone.
Now, are you ready for this one?
Williams.
Williams.
Oh no.
Alex Albon versus Logan Sargent. Fight! Race. Alex Albon wins 10-1.
I was going to say 10-1. I want to guess each one now.
Okay, qualifying.
Qualifying. Oh,
11-0.
10-1 again.
12-0.
Oh, it's 12. Oh.
Oh, we had 12
We've
rounds.
had 12 rounds. Points.
4-0.
12-0.
11-0.
Oh, I'm nowhere near.
Points finishes.
3-0.
3-0.
Oh, back on the money.
Best race finishes.
Is it 5th?
7th.
5th and 12th?
Oh, 11th for Sargent.
Oh.
7th for Albon. Highest grid positions.
Hasn't Albon put it in the top 10? I'm sure he has. 10th
6th.
and 14th.
14th is right. 10th is not.
Yes!
8th.
8th.
First.
And DNFs.
Oh, the Sergeant got 2,
No.
3, 4, 5.
3. Sargent has 3.
Albon's got 1?
He's definitely got 1.
2.
Got 2. Where else did he DNF at Australia?
So that's a bit of a landslide.
Yes.
But
Not even
it was
close.
when the Williams graphics came out that I noticed that it was points finishes and not podiums. It was just kind of like smooth.
Were you just expecting a 0-0
Kind of, yeah. To be honest.
there?
Right. But that brings us up to date with making predictions ahead of this week.
There's one other thing.
Oh,
We'll find out what they're thinking. I think it's Motorsport Racers. And they tweeted out. Verstappen has more wins in July with 4 than Chelsea do in 2023. It's so fun for an F1 account to body Chelsea. It's so unneeded. It's so funny.
it's like the Ryanair admin saying any Formula One driver who does bad.
Yes, there's just no need for it whatsoever.
It's like when De Vries got dropped, I'm pretty sure Ryanair put out a tweet being with a fake ticket for him. Like, yeah, that's the only seat you're guaranteed this year. Anyway, Zandvoort, let's talk this weekend.
Yes, please.
I do not have high hopes.
No. Once again, the
No,
circuit is
but-
still twisty and narrow.
I think
Yep.
last year was fairly good, wasn't it? Well, it's okay.
Last
Yeah,
year was
a
only
race-
good because we had a controversial race finish.
Yeah, but we also had sort
Yuki
of a-
Tsunoda.
we sort of had a battle for the lead, didn't we, with Verstappen and Hamilton, was it? I think. Until Yuki decided to put a blinder for Red Bull.
Yeah,
And put
box,
Lewis out of the race.
box, and then just drive out with an issue and park up immediately.
Fine.
On instructions from AlphaTauri. Exit the pits and park up. Why? Just why?
You should get disqualified from that race. Race manipulation.
I
Felipe
won't
Massa
lie.
stepping up his.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that day that wasn't at least looked into as to why that decision was made.
I think it probably was
Did they-
behind the scenes.
They got fined, didn't they? Did they get fined?
What for? That would have been what, releasing a car in an unsafe condition, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got fined for that.
I just don't understand how you can tell a car to come in and then exit the pits with the express intent of parking up. It just
It's not the
doesn't
first time
make
it's happened,
sense.
so I'm not shocked.
This shouldn't happen though.
No, it shouldn't. But it's not the first time it has. It probably will again in the future. So I'm not shocked.
I don't need 2019 decision documents. 2022. Offense, car 22, unsafe condition. Reprimand, non-driving.
Reprimand?
Non-driving.
Well, because he was parked, Ben, he wasn't sure.
Yeah,
The
but surely...
The stewards heard from the driver of car 22, Sonoda, and team representative and examined video and audio evidence. Well, after a pit stop of car 22, the driver stopped the car due to the fact they felt a wheel not being properly fitted. The investigation by the stewards led to the conclusion that, in fact, there was a problem with the differential. Therefore, the car was not in an unsafe condition when released from its pit stop position. However, during the hearing, the driver admitted that after stopping on track, he was ready to abandon the car and started to loosen the safety belt without unlocking it. After that, he travelled back to the pits where the mechanic refastened the belts. It is not possible to determine exactly to which degree the seatbelt had been loosened by the driver.
So basically, he got told off because his seatbelt was a little bit loose. And that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah,
Nice.
and not for pitting and then driving out and then stopping.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, if you've got a diff issue, then I can understand
Do you
why that
not
would
make
feel
it round
like...
the track, though?
Yeah,
It's a short
probably. But if you think the wheel's not attached, then
Yeah.
it's safer to not try, you know?
Oh, isn't it? Yeah.
Surely the team knew it was a diff issue, though. They can see the data.
But you could see it as he drove out the pits, couldn't you? If I remember right. Right on exit, like you could see something wasn't right with the rear left or rear right tire. I want to say it was rear left.
Honestly, I can't remember at this point. It took everything in my memory to just remember that Yuki did Yuki things.
Anyway, shall we do predictions?
Yes.
So let's start off as usual with pole position. Nia. Oh wait.
Oh,
So Nia's not here. How about how?
I feel Logie Bear's got a good streak coming.
I think Latifi's going to
Yeah.
put it on pole personally.
they have to be on.
They have to at least be
On the-
feasible.
Yeah, there's gonna be a slim chance.
You mean Coffee Cash isn't going to make a return?
No.
no,
He's busy preparing for his move to London.
Oh yeah, to study business or something.
Yes.
Yep.
He's doing a master's.
Poor
So
Coffee Cash.
Nia has said
Logan Sargent.
Sergeant for pole. Wow.
And the rest of us will most likely say Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Correct.
Hmm. Podium. I think Verstappen. Alonso Hamilton. Ben.
Interesting.
I think Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton.
I'm going Verstappen. Hamilton. Norris.
And Nia is going with Hulkenberg, Sargent,
Oh, he's lost it from pole.
Couldn't convert his pole. Gutted.
listen,
Magnussen.
Haas 1-3.
Result for them.
Great result for Hulkenberg. First podium is his race win as well.
Mm.
Where's
Bold
Lance Stroll in
predictions.
all of this, though? You know, what's he done?
Ah, he's probably in the gravel somewhere. That's Lance Stroll.
Yeah. Yeah. You could take out Verstappen in turn one.
So bold predictions, Ben.
Ricardo top 10.
Okay. Richard?
At least 3 calls to the stewards for impeding in qualifying.
Okay.
It's a clever one.
Wait, which are we counting as? Are we talking about there's a document issued for alleged
summons.
impeding? Yeah.
Yeah.
In every case of impeding, 2 drivers are summoned. Are we counting the
Oh, okay.
incident
No, like
one?
just the incident, like
Yeah, okay.
the culprit driver rather than
There are 3 incidents then of impeding that are summoned to this pitch. Fair. I'm going to go with, once again, we'll have all those cranes around the circuit, and in the race, they will not be used. They'll either break down in the pit or actually have a service road. No
crane
cranes.
usage.
And Nia's going to go with...
Bottas bowling.
Verstappen to play bowling.
Oh, Verstappen bowling.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is new. Well, it's not new. He's done it before.
Not as much as Grosjean bowling, though. He holds the cake.
Verstappen's taken the crown.
Lap down showdown. Ben.
Logan Sargent, 2 laps down, lap 34.
Oh, yeah, we should say how many laps are in...
It's 72.
late. Richard?
I also went for Sargent, but I went for 28 and 2 laps down.
I'm also going to go with Sargent.
Damn, we're really dogpiling him.
I'm going to go with 2 laps down, 30.
At least
And-
Nia's put him on the podium, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Lifted spirit a bit.
Nia, and she's put him on pole.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a great
He's had
weekend in Nia's
a great
books.
Yes.
weekend.
Nia's going to go with Sergio Perez,
Perez again. He
Uh,
gets
one
absolutely
lap
nodded.
down, and he's going to be lapped on lap 2.
Lap 2. 1 lap down.
Every time someone's not here for predictions, lap down.
Perez.
Perez.
But one of these days, it's actually going to bloody happen, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to spin, get stuck in the gravel, and not like get out, but not until someone's went past them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he'll get out of the gravel and then have to make a pit stop, and in that time,
Yeah.
someone's gone flying past.
Yeah.
Poor
Just,
Sergio.
just the TikToks of the go-karts going around the track, and then Max Verstappen. Have you seen those?
Yeah. It plays like the Max music, doesn't it? It's just like behind. They're quality.
I like that it's VR karting as well. You get the full.
Yeah.
Anything else from this week?
I've got Sonia's predictions just through, and unsurprisingly, it's Verstappen pole. But then she's also gone for exactly the same as me, Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris.
Yeah, I think I've seen on the F1 website. Aren't Mercedes bringing more upgrades to
I'd
Zandvoort?
imagine everyone is. It's first race post
Oh,
summer.
Mm.
Most teams.
Oh yeah,
tend to.
there's a thing at the start of the summer break that McLaren would bring in more upgrades, I think. So
Let's just hope they don't do a Haas and bring upgrades and have to take them back off again because it are worse.
but yeah, Aston were as well,
Yeah.
because they said that they're bringing upgrades to sort out the old upgrades.
As I say, that's because Aston have put themselves in the bin the past couple of races.
Yeah, because they said that they brought upgrades and the upgrades didn't hurt the car.
They said the upgrades didn't work quite as the data suggested they would, which has resulted in the car essentially going backwards.
Possibly, I think they said as well they've suffered with the new tyre composition that came in.
I didn't see that if they did, but
I'm
it
sure
wouldn't
they said
surprise me,
that
to be honest.
over, I think it might have been British Grand Prix weekend, that they brought in a slightly new way of doing some of the tyres, and it's hurt some teams more than others.
It's not the first
but
time
yeah.
we've had something like that, though. I think it was.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in Seb's Red Bull days. Oh, it was 2011 or 2012. They brought in a new tyre compound for the season, and then partway through the season, it was after Great Britain, they reverted it back to the previous year's spec because
2012.
there was several blowouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, the day of
2012.
the exploding Pirellis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because it happened at Silverstone and then at
Mhm.
Belgium as well, didn't it?
so
And
not
everyone's
ideal.
like, why is that happening? And they're, oh no.
Yeah.
And then we nearly had the follow-up in Britain 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bottas, what was it, Sainz and
Sainz.
Hamilton? Yeah. All had a Pirelli go pop. But, yeah. I
Is it
think
just
that's it.
Pirelli thing? Did that happen a lot in like the 2005 days and whatever? Where tyre blowouts?
We don't talk about
Is it?
tyres in 2005.
Yeah, but I didn't mean 2005 as in the year 2005. Just that era as a whole with the Bridgestone Michelin.
Michelin.
If you
Michelin.
don't-
Mish.
Michelin.
Michelin.
Yeah, it's Michelin.
If you don't count Indianapolis 2005,
Yeah.
I think the tyres were
mostly.
mostly okay.
So it's Pirelli
But
thing.
then Indianapolis 2005 was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best thing about that is, didn't we have a 6-car Grand Prix and still not everyone finished?
Honestly, I
What
can't
was that?
remember.
2 Ferraris, 2 Jordans, and 2
Spikers?
Minardis, was it?
I'm
That's fine.
sure one of them
I
broke
can't
down.
remember what it was.
What's it? USA 2005.
Yeah.
Toyotas.
Oh.
Did they all
they
finish?
Hold on.
Okay.
No. Hold on. I may have jumped the gun a bit early
I
there.
was gonna say, did they? I don't think
I've just seen Toyota and thought Toyota. There
they
you
did.
go. It was 2 Ferraris, 2 Jordans, and 2 Minardis.
Oh, that's really nice.
So you had Schumacher win from Barrichello, who was 1 second and a half behind, and then you had the Jordan of Tiago Montero.
But they crossed the
who was
line
lap-
together. It was like 11 thousandths of a second.
He was a lap down. Though. Imagine being a lap down and
In a
finishing
six
third. You then had Narain Carter Kayan finish 4th.
Oh my god.
The mad lad. And then
Let's just
Christian
just-
Albers in the Minardi, 2 laps down.
bring
God.
up
Hang on,
this.
hang on.
The classification is amazing.
Okay, hang on.
Just this block withdrew tires.
Oh my god.
And then you've got the 6 finishers.
That's incredible. They still gave out points. That's amazing.
Yeah, they gave out points. It's just all of these did not starts.
Nuts.
It's basically the entire top 16 as well. Only the Ferraris were supposed to start in that group. The other Bridgestone runners were all at the back. And we got that. Let's hope that never happens again.
Yeah.
It's unlikely, considering everyone uses the same tire now.
Yeah.
So if that happened, then it'd be everyone both withdrawing from the race.
What we
happened
should have
to the
had in
race?
Belgium 2021.
Yeah, that wasn't tire specific though.
Yeah, although there wasn't. That was just really it was from the tarmac at Indianapolis. On the-
Yeah.
It's just the
It had
loading
just
through the
been re-
corners.
Yeah, it'd been recut, and Bridgestone had the data because of their American subsidiary, and Michelin just didn't. And so they brought their normal spec of tires, not knowing that they had to harden them for the new surface, and they just exploded.
uh,
Oh well. Then we didn't go back to the United States for a while because they didn't like us very much.
Well, they
But
went
we're
back the
back now.
next year, and everyone protested by just not going.
Hmm.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Like it was quite impressive in the lack of turnout. Everyone just decided, yeah, no, not going.
Not
Yeah.
for me.
Saw what happened last year. Not having that again.
Which, to be fair, can't really blame them.
No, I cannot either.
Imagine being the one person that does go there. You got the whole grandstand to yourself.
All of
You're
the,
having a flying day.
all of the food
Your
vendors
day
are
is
just
amazing.
like,
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah,
giving you it for free.
The burger van out the back to yourself. Yeah, cheers, mate.
honestly, at that point, I think they'd have just shut up and gone home.
Anthony Davidson ran at Indianapolis 2006. The bottom
And
6
Super
teams
Gary.
were allowed to run a third car in free practice, and he drove the Honda.
It's in the Honda.
Interesting.
He didn't participate in the race, but
Who's seen
Yeah.
Did he take in practice then?
no, they
Jensen
ran a
or
third
Barrichello?
car.
Oh, they ran a third. Oh my god.
The bottom 6 teams all ran a third car in practice.
Madness.
Crazy.
Robert Kubica participated in those sessions as well. So did Neil
Yeah, that's when
Jani,
he
if you
got
remember
the-
him.
Is that when Kubica took over the seat, or was he already in that seat by then?
No, this was the Friday practice seat for the third car.
Yeah,
so
but
he didn't take
Kubica-
part in the race or anything.
when did Kubica join fully? What was it? BMW.
Well, it must have been 2007, surely.
I thought it was midway through 2006. He took.
Oh yeah, it was during 2006 it was promoted.
Yeah. Doesn't say what race though.
Love the fresh content.
Oh yeah, this was when peak
Almost-
F1 this is.
Almost 2 decades
Back in our day, it's so much better.
Hungary.
Oh, so it's
I am
just...
actually. Yeah, I could go for some food right now.
Woke up about 2 hours ago. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the Hungarian Grand Prix
breakfast time.
2006.
I've got a whole baguette just waiting for me back there, and a packet of bacon and some sausages in the fridge. It's gonna be good.
Anyway, rather than reminiscing about the 2006
Yeah.
Formula One season,
So much better.
I think that's time for this week's episode.
I do too.
Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week.
2006 season's taken over Singapore 2017.
No,
No,
it hasn't overtaken it yet because it's not become a recurring feature.
Yeah.
That's what I'll speak about next week. Zambo
And-
2023 did nothing. That's watching the 2006 season.
We've not had Singapore this season yet, so
Give it time.
It's got a new layout though. So there's when we go, yeah, the 2017 layout was so much better.
wait, there's a new layout in Singapore?
Yeah, they've binned off sector
Oh my
3
god,
pretty much.
Singapore's biggest fan hasn't even heard
Yeah,
the
that's
I
news.
shocking.
didn't even notice that.
That's
to be
something
honest.
for you to check in between.
I'll look at it now. Let's see.
Okay.
Circuit map.
So
What have they
much-
done?
So much for wrapping up. I want my baguette.
Oh my god, that looks horrendous. What have they done?
They've just binned off
that's
sector
that's
3,
literally
straight line.
every other fan when they saw the original Singapore map.
But they've removed all the fun bits. The take sector 3.
They need to bring back the slingshot chicane.
Good old Singapore
bring-
sling.
Bring back the Singapore slang. Anyway, we'll talk about that when it comes to the Singapore episode.
Next week.
No, it's not. We've got Italy first.
Yeah, but you don't care about that. You're singing. You're talking about Singapore and Monaco.
Yeah, that's because Monaco was snooze fest.
Zandvoort might be a snooze fest. So
That's a good, but it's okay. We've got Monza to look forward to. Monza.
is it double? What is it?
Mo-
Back-to-back race weeks.
So back to back, I think.
Are we on double header or triple?
Double header.
Double.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Yeah, then we've got a week off in Singapore. So
Or is it double to then triple?
it may be. I don't know. Anyway, that wraps up this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast. We will see you next week. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.